Hey loves, and welcome back. This is going to be our next What Love is Asking of Us at This Time session. Let me just do a quick sound check. All right, things are sounding good. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to go into the mystical shaman first this time. And remember, the theme is what love is asking of us at this time. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what is love asking of the collective at this time? Out first. Ooh. Oh, not this again. Hold on. The Luminous Warrior. To continue to be impeccable with our word and deed. Our power comes not from the sword, but from speaking our truth, our soul's truth. Reminding us it's important to focus on our power, wisdom, and beauty. Do not be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. Remember that intention follows attention. So focus on your positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. Then there will be little need for action as you resolve all situations from within. Avoid being tempted by your emotions to follow lower instincts. If you feel as though you may be invited to enter into a quarrel, it's not the time for battle. Our enemy is not who we think it is, and we're being guided not to act from a place of anger that will damage relationships and hurt the ones we care for. Instead, we're finding the truth hidden in our heart that will affirm our instincts for peace rather than war. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else is love asking of us at this time? We have the tree of life. Beautiful. Love is asking us to find balance in our lives, reflecting on how we dance around and with our actions, our thoughts, and our feelings. If you're too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasy and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. So it looks as though love is asking us to remember to ground more. There may be some kind of nurturing at this time that is necessary as well. Reflect how you want to blossom, the kind of fruit you want to produce. And where you want to sow your new seeds. Love is asking us to continue to be conscious creators. So to choose peace over all else and to continue being conscious creators. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. What else is love asking of us at this time? All right, we just made a full pass, so we're going to take a look at the bottom. Oh, we have the medicine wheel. It is about that time for the next medicine wheel, and this would be our first medicine wheel on this channel for 2026. So, be looking out for that coming soon. Right behind that, we have the flow. Hello, Marlo. I hope you're having a great day. I will give you a brief message in just a moment. What love is asking of us at this time? It's important that we take a look at certain aspects of our being. It's up to us to know how much time we spend doing so, contemplating our journey. Also, love is asking us to not postpone our healing. If you've been postponing your healing journey, you're being guided to not do that any longer. It may be difficult getting started, beloveds. We're being guided to keep going deeper to discover more of that inner strength. There are many ways and many paths. Beloveds, you're being guided to find the one that best suits you the most. There are many different ways to meditate. There are many different ways to do a number of things. So do what you feel is best. But once you have found it, the only mistake you can make is to not follow it. So go boldly. All right. Before I continue with the remainder of the collective message, I'm going to go into the cards and see what love is asking of Marlo. at this time. We'll do one through the shuffle and one from the bottom. Keep it short and sweet so that I can keep going with the collective message. All right, here's one from the shuffle and then one from the bottom. So we have the rainbow and the hummingbird for Marlo. What love is asking of you at this time? You're being guided to say yes to a new journey or adventure. It's not the time to linger on what can go wrong or what has already gone wrong. Trust in the moment. Trust that your success will be assured, even if you have to face some challenges. Know that all will be well because the all is in the small. The end of a storm or obstacle in your life is drawing near. Don't give up hope. Love wants you to remain hopeful. Things are about to take a positive turn. And don't get caught up in the pursuit of the illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Love is asking you to find the treasure in the now, in the moment, by coming right into relationships with those around you, utilizing all your tools and your gifts at hand. Some of them you may have even missed. You may not even realize the gifts that you have. No matter what, be true with your intentions. And that is your message. All right, we're going to slip that energy behind the collective message. It may be a useful message for everyone after all. And let's keep going. You're so very welcome. Happy Tuesday. May you be well. Here we go. In terms of the flow, though, love is asking us to allow nature to run its course. You're being called to be like the river. Don't try to push against it or swim upstream at this time. Otherwise, going against the flow, beloveds. Yes, even on a Tuesday, we're being guided to relax more. Love is asking us to relax more. regroup. But otherwise continue to trust that our intentions will take form in good time. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. Oop, we have some cards popping up in terms of what love is asking of us at this time. This time I'm going to make a full pass, though. So we're going to keep going. Whatever comes out, comes out. And this is just a general message. It is not personal. Disclaimer alert. I'm just the messenger. Please do not pew pew the messenger. We have the sorcerer and taming the wind. There's more shadow work coming in for us, or inner work, for lack of better words. Looking at how our beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in our world. The destructive part of our psyche. Perhaps moments where we may have forgotten briefly. All are interconnected. We're being challenged. Love is not just asking of us. Love is challenging us to change our thinking in some ways. And only you are going to know what that means for you. But we're being given a second chance when it comes to something. And it must be pretty imperative to also have Taming the Wind on the table. Number 55 and our first master number for this session. 5 by itself indicates change. The consecutive number amplifies the primary number 5. If you've been feeling out of sorts, a little out of alignment, self-acceptance and radical self-acceptance to boot is what love is asking of the collective. Reconcile with those aspects of yourselves that may not necessarily be your favorite. Well, hello, my Adonis. I wonder why you don't have your wrench. We just remedied that. Thank you so very much for popping in. Happy Tuesday. Yes, this session is all about what love is asking of us at this time. clearing our energy, which would also explain love asking us to choose peace and relaxation a bit more for today, so we can become more conscious about how we communicate, putting our thoughts into a more cohesive form. It's time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect, including that fractal, that spark of that Great Spirit within each and every one of us. Happy Tuesday. I am as well as can be, my friend. Thank you for asking. I hope you are well. Yes, Miss Blippers in the building. Welcome, welcome, beautiful sister. Thank you so very much for being here and popping in. Raven, hello, my friend. Hello, Bro Star. Thank you so very much for popping in as well. Happy Tuesday to everyone. From my heart chakra to yours. Yes, this session is all about what love is asking of us at this time. Here we go. Gratitude upon gratitude upon gratitude. Let's see what else love is asking of us at this time. Oh, we had a couple of cards turn over. So let's see what we have here. We have the upper world out again. So this is even more messages from our A-teams. So we're just going to prop this right up here at the top. And also make that a focal point so that I remember to bring in some more messages from Beyond Lemuria in a little bit. We also have the Smoky Mirror. And I'm getting something along the lines of clarity pertaining to whatever it is, whatever area at this time may feel a bit out of alignment. Being guided to continue to see beyond ourselves, past the limits of our current ability to perceive. The vast interconnected world, orchestrating in divine order. Oh, that's making me misty-eyed. But it's challenging us. Love is challenging us yet again. Challenging us to fully grasp this divine order. To trust that no matter what the current conditions are for us or the world, what is being reflected in the hidden realms, all aspects of the human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage. No matter where you are on your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery. We are not meant to understand everything, but what we are meant to understand is only through experience. The smoky mirror is here because love wants us to realize the beauty and wonder as the fog is lifting for us. The veils are being lifted. like peeling an onion, Holy Spirit just said. Like a lotus unfolding, going deep. Discovering the obstacles that may be preventing us from seeing more sustenance in terms of our soul's truth and even our current situations. I'm sending healing vibes your way, Raven. I know you've been struggling. We're going to pause and take a moment to ring the bell. I was going to anyway because of that master number popping out, master number 55. So we're going to ring in new opportunities and letting go of old patterns that no longer serve us. Becoming more excited about shifts that are happening, and especially in terms of love. Urging more effective communication. Being more of a risk taker in a positive manner. Following our hearts. Choosing healing and fully embracing it when necessary. Focusing on nourishing our soul and prioritizing self-love. And for some of you, even being open to new romantic possibilities. Let's ring the bell for Raven and anyone else who this may apply to. This may be a good time to reduce the volume on your listening devices if you may by chance have sound sensitivity. 1, 2, 3. Bringing in all of the aforementioned. Warding off negative voltage. So it is, so it is, so it is. And so it shall be. Sending happy thoughts and loving vibes your way, beloveds. Beautiful. Love is asking of us to continue stepping into our more fully realized selves. Clear distractions that could move us into, so that we can move into a higher density. No longer falling to the temptation to cut corners in any kind of way, beloveds. Whatever it is that we're perceiving as a problem or an issue or an obstacle at this time is the irritant needed for our next great leap. We'll just say that fire under our booties, beloveds. Yes. that fire under our seat to get us up and moving, but not before we show a bit more reverence to Great Spirit by offering a bit more nurturing to ourselves. And now Holy Spirit is dropping the golden nugget of including nature in the mix. Don't forget about that main ingredient. Remember to pour a whole heap of love into that dinner. Have a blessed evening, Raven. Thank you for popping in, my friend. Yes, hello, beautiful Buddha in the building. Hello, hello. Thank you for popping back in. Please explain the golden card. You mean this one? Adonis, do you remember? I mean, do you mean this one? I'm not quite sure what you mean by the golden card. Under the blue card. The sorcerer? This one? Or this one? I'm so confused. This one? No, now my camera's doing weird things. uh, oh, the luminous warrior. Okay, okay. We'll bring the luminous warrior back to the front and center here. Oh, come on. See if we can get it to stop. All right. I think I got it to stop now. What it is it keeps trying to focus in on the face. So that's what's happening with that. Okay, so with the luminous warrior. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat a little bit. So the luminous warrior has no enemies. In this world or the next. This is where love is asking us to continue to be impeccable with our word and deed. Focusing on the light rather than what hides in the dark. We have focusing on that higher vibration and holding that line where we have no enemy. Focusing on our own power, wisdom, and beauty. So the luminous warrior is also Love asking us to not focus on comparisons, let alone be seduced by what seems wrong, whether it be with us or with the world. Oh, there it goes again with that. Trying to focus on the face. Oh, yes, absolutely. Just the energy of this card alone is phenomenal. And this is what love is asking of us at this time. The primary energy is to continue to be impeccable with our word and deed. And not to be seduced by comparisons. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, come on. Oh, goodness. Anyways, I'm going to keep shuffling and we'll see what happens. Oh, it stopped. Wonderful. Okay. What else is love asking of us at this time? Beautiful. We have the Earth Keeper. We're just going to keep that luminous warrior peeking out from behind the next cards. The Earth Keeper. And what love is asking of us with this energy. Love is asking us to dream big with possibilities beyond our wildest expectations. For some of the collective, it may even be that time to reach out to a friend. Perhaps you may even have a friend in need. Perhaps there's someone you haven't been in touch with for quite some time. Love is asking us to reach out. And I see where nature is coming in as well. Because if you don't have a pet, otherwise we're being guided to figure out other ways to contribute to the nurturing of nature. This could be something as simple as doing a little tidying up in your yard, or feeding a stray cat, giving your fur babies a little extra love if you have them. But whatever effort we put in is a reflection of our relationship to the earth. There's also ways we can take care of our body that are also considered ways of contributing to the earth. The nurturing, stewardship of our own health. especially what we put into our mouths. Ultimately, though, we're being guided. Love is asking us to do whatever is best for us at the end of the day. And it's going to look a little bit different for each and all of us. Akshaya family, welcome back. Thank you so very much for popping in. Happy Tuesday to you. Yes, let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what else is love asking of us at this time? Also, since the hidden realms were mentioned, I'm going to be breaking out that deck in just a moment. Let's see what we get out of one more full pass with this deck and wherever else I'm guided to go with it. Okay, we already have 2 more cards out, and that's a full pass. Let's see what we have. Okay, there's 3 cards. These 2 were stuck together, and we also have the lower world. More indication of that inner work that I mentioned very early on in the session. This is confirmation. More me time, but also remembering that shadow work, the inner work. So let's just start there. Number 31. And then we'll take a look at these other 2. Love is asking us to unearth more of our hidden treasures. To not make ourselves small in order for others to like or accept us either. It's time for us to bring out more of our gems and precious stones that we have kept inside our heart, hidden even from ourselves. I typically refer to this as golden nuggets, beloveds. Finding the gold. As we journey into the lower world, we will be offered more gifts, realizing more of our full potential as well. And that's what love is asking of us. Something involving, for some of us, gifts offered up by ancestors by doing that ancestral healing. Also, something about love asking us to honor everything that has transpired in our lives. The lessons learned. But most importantly, it's time to move on. Bear witness. Implement. Integrate the lessons. Embrace our gifts. This is somewhat like a soul retrieval card. Give me just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Back into these messages. I had to go investigate, see what the fur baby was alerting me about. All is well in the Bell House. Mm. All right, I'm going to take a quick sip of my cranberry juice, and we're good to go. All right, let's just keep going here. We do have the child. This is where love is asking us, first and foremost, to never stop believing in magic, even if you never did before. This is not me forcing some kind of belief on another, I promise. The word magic does have other, synonyms. Your gifts. But also, love is asking us to remain open to more learning and discovery. Become a mystery to yourself. Become a mystery to yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. Beautiful. The child comes to show us how we can correct the course of our lives without being punished. Set ourselves free from our conditioning for suffering, where we were born unfettered and happy, and can be so again if we just make the choice right now. Our child selves, beloveds, will help us climb out of the hole that we may have dug and even recover our sense of play. Wow. This is our inner fire. I just spoke of this earlier, that fractal of the Great Spirit, Source, the Most High, however you prefer to refer. You do you, boo. And I mean that respectfully. Let it burn, but also let it burn away hardships. Let it consume the pain. Let it consume the sorrow. Has life become a bit superficial for you? Give it all to the fire. This is also an air of caution. Love is reminding us that those fiery emotions directed at others can backfire. It's not a good idea to play with fire, even though we are being guided to embrace more of that playfulness. Igniting even more of our full potential. befriending our inner fire. Now is not the time to act or react towards anything. It's time to just befriend that inner fire. I'm going into my little pouch here to grab my Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck. I have not broken this one out in quite some time. It's about that time, and I'm going to leave it out, actually, so when I go in to do the medicine wheel for January, I have it out. I'm going to utilize it as part of the messages. All right. Here we go into Wisdom of the Hidden Realms for more of what love is asking of us at this time. Oop, oop, oop. That was a shuffle jam that just came out. All right, and that's what we're getting out of a full pass. All right, so let's take a look. What we have going on here. Out first, we have the Diamond Dreamer. Love is asking us to recognize true prosperity. And this brings us right back to that mention of nurturing ourselves and also connecting more deeply with nature. Because that's where the true abundance can be found. As within, so without. But the without part is more at this time about connecting with nature. Depending on where you are and what's available in your surroundings and whether or not you have pets even. Pouring more energy into that. Nurturing your space, nurturing nature, nurturing your fur babies. And recognizing that true wealth begins with health, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, so on and so forth. And when these areas are optimal, that is when we are experiencing true prosperity. And closer to that unity consciousness, Holy Spirit just said. Nurturing unity consciousness. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit. Oop, that took no time at all. We have the cosmos. Love is asking us to tap even more so into our creativity. I'm seeing something about massive windfalls coming in for the collective as a result. That's exactly it. Continuing to be putting our best foot forward in terms of our word and our deed, but also tapping more fully into our creative potential. And in doing so, that vastness comes in. More creativity and more windfalls of true prosperity. At the bottom of the deck and already in our environment, we have the Horse King. These are, typically when I read this card, it's divine assistance coming in for the collective from the mundane world. Through our everyday life and our everyday routine, this is someone in the physical realm. But for the most part, love is asking of us to be that servant-driven heart, continuing to demonstrate reverence for ourselves and others, even in the mundane world. And behind that, lo and behold, the second deck and second card representing embracing the flow and not trying to go up against the currents at this time. Holy Spirit just said a chill pill. It's time to take a chill pill, even on a Tuesday. Yes. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what else is love asking of the collective at this time? We have two more cards out. Another one pertaining to dreams. And the collective good continues seeing through the illusions. Continuing to trust in the process. Trust in the universe. Trust in something greater than yourself. While also continuing to see through the illusions. Contributing to the greater good of all. At the bottom of the deck and in our immediate orbit, we have the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. To remain focused, set clear intentions and remain focused, while also continuing to keep up the great work in terms of discernment. But also with the details here, the word details, to continue putting in the work. Wow. Behind that, we have the Eagle King. The eagle is showing back up again. 2 days in a row, in less than a 24-hour period even. To continue seeing the bigger picture. And also, know in our heart of hearts we are never alone. The resources for this are always available in some kind of way. Not only in the mundane, but also in the astrals. That would be our first message pertaining to why I made this upper world card a primary message for this session. Messages from our A-team, our A-teams. Oh my gosh, right behind that, even more angelic help with the winged wise ones. Peace is being restored while we're over here laser focused on this feather. This is communication, Holy Spirit just said. While we're focused on continuing to work on our communication, how we interact and interconnect with others, peace is being restored. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. The messages from the upper world are already rolling in. Right behind that, in our immediate environment, we have the sun dancers. That playfulness and peace that love is asking us to embrace. But also gratitude and appreciation and celebration of what has already been made abundant for us. Wow. Yes. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source, what else is love asking of us at this time? More of that abundance. I'm getting the fruits of the Spirit, embodying more of the fruits of the Spirit and an abundance of them. The whole cornucopia, Holy Spirit just said. All right, just for reference, I'm going to quickly pull up, or for more context here, the fruits of the Spirit. Which are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These qualities are seen as the byproduct of a relationship with the Holy Spirit and are essential. The whole cornucopia, beloveds. And remember, kindness always returns. No matter the measure. Ooh. And also in our immediate environment, we have the eyes of beauty. This message has been coming out also for the second day in a row. The first time it came out was yesterday with this deck and the Beauty Way card, the Lotus. And now we're seeing it again. The Beauty Way, seeing with more clarity, seeing through the ego, seeing through the illusions with more clarity, having more realistic but also positive expectations. Oh my gosh. And speaking of the fruits of the Spirit, the High Lady of Love and Compassion is already in our environment. Reverence, kindness, and consideration. So, what love is asking of us is already in the environment. It's already here. It's already done. All right. My goodness, that is so beautiful. I love this for you guys. We're now going to move along to yet another deck. This time, we're going to go into, see here. We're going to go into the Steampunk Tarot Pocket Edition. For more of what love is asking of us at this time. Oops. Did not mean to do that. All right, here we go. Into the Steampunk Tarot. This is the mini pocket edition, so it is tiny, tiny. I love it, love it, love it. Let's go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else is love asking of us at this time? More confirmation of prioritizing our health and maintaining a balance. Harmony, prioritizing it, continuing with our patience. And this is also representative of yet another fruit of the Spirit, being self-control. How wild is that? Let's keep going. What else is love asking of us at this time? Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. We have the Fool. More confirmation of keeping the faith, faithfulness. That leap of faith. How wild is that? Now the fruits of the Spirit are actually coming out of the tarot. And I'm absolutely here for it. Let's keep going and see if any more come out. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else is love asking of us at this time? Of course, we know love in and of itself is a fruit of the Spirit. We have the King of Wands. Courage. Love is asking us to not only be courageous, but boldly courageous. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. What a blessing with this major arcana. Wherever Pisces specifically is in your chart, hold on, there's more. Cancer and Pisces. I had, wait. There's more. I had to look it up because I couldn't remember the other zodiacs associated with the High Priestess. And I would like to show equal reverence for each. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo. Embodying nurturing protectiveness and a strong connection to being able to reflect on the past without being attached to the story. Intuitions, continue working on our clairs. Also our sustenance and emotional depth. Deep intuition and emotional insights with the Pisces. Maintaining our spiritual connection. Tapping more into our subconscious already came out several times. Doing the inner work and sometimes even a little bit of shadow work. Integrating more of parts of ourselves that aren't necessarily our favorites. But also continuing to embrace the unknown and the mystery and the understanding, deep understanding, that not only are we not meant to understand everything, but we're not meant to know everything either. And it's okay to just simply not know the answer to something. With Scorpio, this is transformative power, emotional insight, connecting more deeply with the mysteries of life. Also continuing on our own pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Understanding that much of it we're meant to hold close to our hearts as it is meant for us. If we can continue to delve deeper, and aligning with the High Priestess's quest for hidden wisdom without overdoing it. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. Soul, my sign is Cancer sign in July. Wow. What a fun, playful synchronicity. Amazing. I love that for you. Oh, we also have the Page of Pentacles. We'll put the Fool and the High Priestess in the middle here. Since they are the major arcana, they are... Oh, and we also have Temperance here. Oops, I almost forgot about the Temperance. All right. Page of Pentacles energy is all about more of that patience. Yeah. more of that patience. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. This is more about continuing to be impeccable with our words and our deeds, pouring into ourselves as well as others, sharing our gifts benevolently, especially with that King of Wands coming out earlier. We're being guided to do so more courageously and boldly. Let's keep going. What else is love asking of us at this time? Source, Holy Spirit. The Six of Wands. Interesting. That's 2 sixes in a row. First the Six of Cups and now the Six of Wands. Something about the victory is already ours, even though it may not be apparently in our orbit just yet. Love is wanting us to brace ourselves for some really great news that's going to be coming in for us. Let's keep going. This is going to be my final pass with this deck. So we're going to make a full pass this time. We have the Page of Wands. Creative ideas coming in. Love is asking us to embrace these creative ideas coming in. This is where the message is really becoming full circle. Because creativity, focusing on that, naming our target and focusing on that, and continuing with that energy of choosing peace over chaos. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, it was in reverse, but I'm going to hold it in the upright for aesthetic purposes. Hello, beautiful sister, Chef Mary. And Kayla Boo. Hello, beautiful sister. Thank you so much for popping in. Happy Tuesday. This is what love is asking of us at this time. With this being in reverse, it's actually representing honesty. To remain honest with ourselves and others, but also our soul's truth. Walking away from anything that doesn't serve our soul. All right. Now, we're going to go into the Kipper. And then we're going to draw this to a close with Beyond Lemuria. More messages from our A-teens, the upper world. Let's go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what else is love asking of us at this time? Ooh, we just made a full pass. So we're going to do a split. We have courtship. This involves new connections. Showing reverence to new connections. And with message of concern upside down at the bottom of the deck, this is telling me that there isn't anything to be concerned about involving these new connections. There will not be any messages of concern involving, whether it's romantic or vocational or a friendship. There isn't any reason to be concerned. All right. So we're just going to put those concerns behind us. See? We're going to put those concerns behind us. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what else is love asking of us at this time? Again, nothing else came out with that full pass, so we're back into our immediate orbit. We have the main male. As well as despair being turned on its head. So 0 messages of concern as well as despair being drawn to an end. So we're being encouraged. This is more confirmation of that nurturing. Being encouraged to look after ourselves, but also integrate these new partnerships selflessly. Love is also asking us to remain confident, direct, and open. Oh, look, and behind despair, we have the main female, indicating that for some, with the main male and the main female here, all of this energy is going to be primarily based around a divine union. So we're also putting that despair behind us. For some of the collective, this is alignment and striking a balance between your own divine masculine and divine feminine energies. Holy Spirit wanted to mention that. Symbolizing innocence and hidden love. The importance of open, deep. The importance of open, deep, romantic love. Wow. So love is asking us to recognize more of that at this time. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger, source. What else is love asking of us at this time? Wow. Okay, that was the third time now I made a full pass and nothing came out on its own. So, back at the bottom of the deck, we have the wealthy man. This is freshening up on our business acumen for some of the collective. For others, this is networking in some kind of way. Otherwise, love is asking us to embrace our expansion. But also, something along the lines of these well-calculated risks. As we are becoming even more well-disposed or connecting with someone well-disposed in some kind of way, shape, or form, for some of us, this is literally being granted access to something called the Old Boys Network. Either way, this is particularly good news for us as well. Confirmation on a second chance. Enjoying the work that we do. And being even more ambitious about it. Some of the collective is being guided to accept the role as like a sole proprietor in business, like an entrepreneurship of some kind. If it's something that you have been weighing the pros and cons over, love is asking you to embrace that idea. I'm feeling guided to make one more pass with this deck. And again, nothing came out. So, back to our immediate environment, we have the official person. indicating that we are the real deal. And so is our expansion. And another master number is out. Number 22. Something along the lines of some things are worth fighting for, just not people. It could be the relationship itself, worth fighting for, but not worth fighting over. I've been guided to mention that more frequently. Falling more in love with whatever it is that we've been doing a bit more ritualistically. Love is asking us to continue to maintain order in our lives to some degree without forgetting about that childlike perspective and playfulness. Love is asking us to even be a bit more neighborly in so many ways, in so many words. Yeah. Love is also asking us to become more dedicated to something in particular, and only you are going to know what that means for you. For some of you, it's going to mean getting out of a relationship that's characterized by restraints and formalities. And becoming, speaking of ambitiousness, more ambitious towards whatever it is that we do in terms of vocation and occupation. Confirmation of remaining focused on our target, naming it and remaining focused on it. All right. And now we're going to go into Beyond Lemuria for more messages from our A-teams. Here we go. As a reminder, that's why the Upper World card remained throughout the entirety of the session after it came out. All right, here we go into Beyond Lemuria for our closing messages. What love is asking of us at this time. What our A-teams want us to embrace at this time, Holy Spirit just said. So we have the solar sublime, more of that fire coming out. As well as awakened awareness. This is tying into this energy rather well here, like upper world energy. Okay. Let's take a look at awakened awareness first. The beautiful image we have going on here. All right. There are many levels of awakening. So love is asking us to keep learning and putting ourselves into situations. I'm just going to read this in singular, but I mean it plural for all of us, okay? So that I'm not defacing the card. All right, we're going to start over. There are many levels of awakening. Keep learning and putting yourself into situations where you can grow. Stay aligned with your inner guidance and do what you love to keep your vibe high. Confirmation of what I've been saying all throughout this session. Seek not instant pleasure, but substantial and sustainable joy. Eat healthily, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the answers to your prayers. Find your unique way to connect to the divine inside you, not as an external seeking, but as a receptive allowing. Be inspired to see the question at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for a deeper interpretation. Hello, beautiful sister Dolly. Welcome, welcome in, beautiful sister. Thank you for dropping that message in the chat. I just pinned it. Yes, peace and happiness, love and light. Good morning, beautiful friends. Yes, thank you, beautiful sister. We're actually drawing this to a close. Thank you so very much for popping in. I'm very grateful for your loving energy and vibe, of course. All right. And now we have, look, Dolly, this card right here. These cards are playing matchy-matchy with the pens you sent me. That's okay, sweetheart. No worries, no worries, no worries. And our closing message, we have fire, Solaris Sublime. And what our A-teens want us to know at this time, we live in a dualistic world, bringing light and dark into balance, and being real with our humanness can allow us to reach more joy, authenticity, and depth. By accepting and loving all of ourselves as we are, we can extend more of this love and have greater compassion for others. This painting portrays the balanced dance of creation. As the dragons come together, they dissolve into one with all that is. And in this place of coalescence, both sides fuse in oneness. There's that unity consciousness I mentioned earlier. This is confirmation of that. Not just as a remerging with the universe, but in all alchemical process of becoming the empowered creator force we truly are. that intense renewal and powerful creative force. We truly are. And now Holy Spirit is dropping one of my own song creations as a channeled song for the day based on the pictures presented here, the images from me to we. And it's a song all about just that. Going from the realized self and individual into embracing unity consciousness, the oneness. From me to we. Absolutely beautiful sister. Unity, love, and light. But also discerning over what is worth fighting for. And that unity consciousness is most certainly worth the battles. And the biggest ones being those that we have with ourselves. As we embrace expansion, as well as that ascension process, aiming for our higher selves while also embracing that unity consciousness. And that is what love is asking of us at this time. I want to thank you so very much, multiversal soul familia. Thank you for much gratitude and appreciation for tuning in from my heart chakra to yours. Brightest of blessings and agape omni love to all. And one more thing, and don't you forget it. I love you. You. I do. I do. I do. 1:44 on the timer. May you be well and brightest blessings.